Hi guys. In less than 24 hours, Destiny 1's no more. Well, I mean, it's still going, but it's the end of an era. It is the end of an era. I wanted to say my own little personal goodbye to Destiny. It's been a huge part of my life for the past 3 years. It's let me meet people. It's let me grow my friend base. It's given me entertainment. It's given me hours upon hours of fun, and it gave me, I think, belief in video games again. I know there's loads of other games. You know, you could look at Wolfenstein, the Last of Us, and all those other kind of types of games. But for me, Destiny was something that was important. It was something that created a community I don't think I've been a part of for a long time. I think it was something that, because it was constantly ongoing and constantly developing, it allowed me to teach new people and to be taught by people that are more experienced. It allowed... Oh, my alarm's going off. It allowed us to bond as a community, and it really allowed us to... I think it showed us what a game could be in the end, and I think all the achievements it painted us a story. No, it wasn't
the
perfect.
Cosmodrome, a rusting monument to the collapse. Someday we'll reclaim this place, right?
You know, it didn't seem to make much sense, but in the end, it did. And what Bungie did is they took that original concept and they learned from their errors and created the Taken King. And it went on with the Rise of Iron. Alright, you know, the Rise of Iron story was short, but for the amount of hours that you get out of this game, for what you paid, you know, it's an awesome deal. It's an awesome deal. And you know, Destiny's been like an old pair of slippers that you could just, if you didn't have anything to play and you wanted something to play, put Destiny on. You didn't need to explain why. It just you didn't want to do a long raid, you just wanted to have some fun. It's just been there all along. But many games, don't get me wrong. We're not talking about me buying one game and nothing else. I've bought hundreds of games since buying Destiny, but still, Old Faithful always comes out with coverage. You know, from the first time I stood here, in the Moth Yards, from the Rocket Yard to the Cosmodrome, it's, you know, we've seen so much, and we've done so much. It feels sorry to say goodbye to it. And I know we've got something bigger and brighter on the horizon. You know, we're going to have the next stage of the story, and we're going to meet Gaul, and you know, we're going to be able to see for the first time, you know, the Cabal in full flow and the destruction of the tower and losing all of our stuff. But it feels kind of sad to see the old girl go. And you know, standing up here when you used to look at the scenery and the stars and look at the sky and wonder what the hell those things are flying in the sky, right down to, you know, will we get to go to the top of one of those? And we did. You know, what's Felwinter's Peak? Who are the Iron Lords? And all that was answered. And going to different areas and how dark it is. Right from the first time when I first set up right here and go to that, all the way through to the end. Arguing that Wrath Machine. You know, we've not just seen a character that we've been playing through the eyes of. No, when we played Halo with Bungie, Master Chief was a fixed concept. You know, Master Chief was always there, and he was always the same. He was always at the same voice, voiced by the same actor. You know, Master Chief was comforting. And even in 343, Master Chief still got the same character. Guardians. We've grown up. You know, we've got our gear. We've earned our gear. We've earned the right. And especially for some players since day one, beyond day one, you know, we've earned the right to stand up and say, no, I don't care what level I got to. I don't care what I did in my book. I did this. So, and I think that's the proud achievement as well. Is that no matter who you are, where you're from, when you were playing Destiny, all things were equal. And you know, nobody cared about what kit you were. You know, nobody cared. They just wanted to have fun and enjoy the game, explore things. And maybe you didn't get a chance. You know, right down from the first time you did the Vault of Glass, I was amazed when you could finally get through it and beat Atheon at the end. Right up until the very end. It gave the same feeling. It was a challenge, it was an accomplishment. And you know, there's still a lot of that player base that haven't done it. You know, from the first time that we came to Rocket Yard, we explored this. Drop in over here. It just feels like it feels like yesterday, in all honesty. And that's what I think I love about Destiny. You know, this is the thing that when you come in and you try and do something, you know, there's always that level of players that will treat you bad or speak noob, you know, and they don't care about you. But the Destiny players, I do think, genuinely care. I think the community genuinely cares. And I think Destiny 2's got a lot to live up to. So, you know, good luck to it. You know, I think good luck to what we've got to look forward to. I think good luck to every Guardian out there, every player that has got a Guardian, whether you're ranked 21, 20, 40, who cares what light level you are, it doesn't matter. It all resets tonight at midnight. We get a new opportunity to start from scratch with a whole new platform, a whole new engine to work with. We get a whole new story and we get to relive those tales again. This time
careful around the Hellmouth Guardian, getting some strange energy fluctuations.
You know, I still remember coming up here for the first time when the beta was launched, and after we'd done the closed beta, we'd gone around the Cosmodrome, the first was a stress test right at the very end, just to make sure that the servers will hold up. You know, I still remember the day coming up here, going to the end and finding the ghost right at the very end, and being amazed that I'd done that. You know, and there wasn't many people on the server at the time, and having that sense of accomplishment and the sense of feeling, you know, looking up at the stars and seeing the ISS in bits. I think it's the ISS anyway. You know, to seeing the moon cracked and the smoke bellowing out, and still, I love this setting. Looking at the galaxy, portrayed almost perfectly, to just sometimes sitting and watching the satellites go past, which I think we can try and find one in a moment. You know, and there's it's just that sense of wonderment, shooting stars going through the galaxy. You know, maybe it's a ship going back to Earth. I might have been a Guardian coming home. You know, the sense of standing on the moon and having all this was just awe-inspiring. killing things. You know, the first time that you managed to unlock your super and do that first part of the moon mission before it locked down. And this was about as far as you could go in the base. That was going on for the section. The past here, and then it loads into the next area. But it gave you a glimpse of what Destiny could be. You know, when we came into this area for the first time, it was mental. And you know, all the hours that we put into this, all the raids, all the missions, all the strikes, all the nightfalls, all the side missions, subquests, gathering things, getting armor sets, getting those limited edition weapons, all the time I've spent with my friends, all the fact of all the laughs, all the giggles, everything that's been done, I would not trade it for a second, because for 3 years I've had nothing but fun. This game was the very reason I started streaming. I didn't even know about Twitch or any channels like that until one day I saw something on a Facebook page, I think it was, and I followed someone, and then they introduced me to Twitch, and then I started thinking, I need to look into this, and then I found that there was a couple of streamers called Gathalion and T-Rex and Professor Broman, and loads of others, that I was like, oh my god, you can do this. Is this a thing? I didn't even know it was a thing. Then it got me into researching, and I got my first HD60 card, Elgato HD60 card, and you know, I put Boot Camp on my Mac to try and do it, and you know, then everything changed. Then I started streaming, and then I started getting into it more, and then we started looking at, you know, what else was there. And then I found Destiny Inventory Manager, LFG, and all those little learning curves, and I built my own website. I started my own social media sites. I've started my YouTube channel. I got partnered with YouTube. All those things came off the back of playing a game and it introducing me into a community that, to be quite frank, I didn't know existed. I thank it. You know, nearly 100 people.
Just think of all that knowledge locked away in those old outposts. I'm sorry, little files. We'll come get you someday.
We've raised money for charity on stream. We're doing a 24-hour stream. I used to play 24 hours for games just for fun. Not doing it good. Doing it with people watching and almost falling asleep. And I don't think I can ever, you know, Destiny 2's got a big thing to live up to in my eyes, because if it doesn't, then what are we going to do? I know there'll be other games to play, and I know they sound really silly to say, you know, what kind of dickhead thinks that the game's going to change it that much. It does. This change, essentially, this change, this introduced me to so many things. And if Destiny 2 doesn't do the same, then, you know, I don't know. Tried COD World War 2. I was reasonably impressed with it. First time, you know, so Destiny 2's got some big expectations, and it's got some big goals there, and I think if it was any other developer, I'd be worried. The first time that we went through this door into the Vault of Glass, the first time that we went into the Vault of Glass, the first time we took down these steps, it's just been a roller coaster. Now, I know it might seem like I'm waffling on, And, you know, I didn't want to do this way, guys. I didn't want to just sit here and ponder and pander about things, but, you know, this game's introduced a lot of us to each other. It's introduced a community. It's introduced everything. And that's why, you know, I just want to spend a bit of time talking about it. And, you know, I think it's only fitting that we wrap this video up by going to the one place in the end. You know, I'm not going to show you Mars. I'm not going to show you the Dreadnought. We've all been there. We've all done it. You know, it's the one place that we need to go to wrap this up is the place where we started. The place where it all began for us. The place where every Guardian ended up once they've been resurrected by Ghost. And, you know, Nolan North has done a good job of being Ghost, but for me, Dinklage will always be Ghost. You know, he'll always be. And you know, that first moment when you hear Dinklage's voice saying "wake up," and then you go and do that first mission, and then you get your shit back, and then you end up in the tower. The first time you meet Zavala and Ikora and all the rest of the crew, and especially Cayde 6, you know, listen to Nathan Fillion's voice. For me, which was difficult because, you know, Nathan Fillion to me was Buck in Halo and Halo ODST. But having the same voice attached to another character was hard. At the same time as well, I was playing Destiny. I was playing Halo 5, so it was really hard to hear Cayde in both roles.
Going down on the moon.
But, you know, Buck's been a long-standing character, but I think Nathan Fillion was allowed to shine as Cayde 6. You know, from meeting Lord Shaxx to Halliday to the Future War Cult.
Oh, I see.
Dead Orbit. Humanity. You know, at some point, every Guardian drops through this door as a level 1. They're still coming now. Every Guardian at some point will go through that door. They will stand here and they will witness this for the first time. And I think this is where it's very fitting to say goodbye. This. And I know when I say I'm saying goodbye, is because it's not going away. Destiny's not turning, you know, Bungie is not turning the Destiny 1 servers off yet. It's not like the game's gone. Let's just get that right. But the moment Destiny 2 comes out, we're not going to be coming back here very often. We're not going to be seeing this very much. You know, and when we probably come back, we're probably going to be looking at this and thinking, oh, it looks a bit dodgy and ropey compared to the new one. But this is where it all began. This is where you first dropped. This is where I want to say goodbye. So, all that leaves me to say, and he's going to wave back. Let's see if he waves back. You know, this is where it all began. This is where my Guardian stepped in 3 years ago. This is where I met so many people. There's Albert Wesker.
For Ms. Levante.
You know, this is where things changed. You know, the tower's changed a bit. You know, there's no doubt about it. We've now got our Silver Dusk store, which wasn't there before, but the words are written on the ground. The first things Guardians saw. So I'm going to wrap this video up. Sorry, it's actually really emotional. So I'm going to wrap this video up as usually I start all my videos. Thank you for listening. I know it's been sometimes a bit of a waffle, and you know, it might feel like a bit of a somber moment, but it's not. It's been a great game. We've met so many people, done so many things, been part of a bigger community. Thank you for watching me play this great game, and I will see you in Destiny 2. And all that leaves me to say is have a good time, have a good day, and I'll see you in Destiny 2. Guardians out.